All right, guys. Look what I have here, guys. We just moved my classic '94 Suzuki RF 600R motorcycle to this area spot here that I've been cleaning for the past month. This whole wood up here next to my canopy, and I'm kind of almost done with the canopy over there too. And I'm not gonna show you guys about the canopy part, but because I'm not really finished. But it's basically, it's in the shed right now, and but right now I'm just making a video for you guys to see. Is I move my motorcycle bike from that area over there. I still got the cover that I need to clean it up and get all the grass off before I cover my motorcycle. But basically here it is, and the grass is messed up. We need to plant some more grass right here, and of course the cover are over there, and it just need to clean. And we took off. This was underneath the bike before, and I had the bricks underneath the tires. This is like the old setup, okay? The front tire and the back tire on top of the bricks, and the setup was right here. And now it's cleaned up, and we just need to plant new grass. The main reason is that I don't want my people to to look at the motorcycle like right here at the grass and like next to the house, and we walk back and forth this area all the time. I don't want it fall over to my family, whoever walked by. At one point I saw the wind, or I think it was the wind that blew my motorcycle like falling down this way. So it's very dangerous to have my motorcycle anywhere around the house. So that's another that's the reason why that I moved my motorcycle up to this area where I could work it. It's near my canopy where my work is at. And yes, of course, I pump up the tire before I move it. You see, I got the back tire all pumped up. It was inflated, and then we push it over. Now, how I did it is, I'll tell you guys in a minute. So, so I'll tell you the reason why I move it so I can work in that area is just next to my tools and my work, and my spot over there. It's a really nice setup over there. I really liked it. It's underneath the trees. I got it tied up with the rope, and I got the table, next to it. I'll tell you what's the reason why I have all that, but let's talk about here how I moved the motorcycle was me, my dad, and my brother. Three of us. It takes three of us to really move it because it's heavy. Two is all right, but it's kind of dangerous with two people. But one people to move the motorcycle is just impossible. It's possible. It's just hard. Okay, don't try to move your motorcycle by yourself because it's hard. Okay, it's kind of like you breaking down on a highway or somewhere on the road and you have to push it home. Okay, that's just gonna be unbelievable hard. Okay. Um, but someone did it. But they did it with like a Rokus or a moped. But they still, you know, exhausted as hell when I get home by pushing the moped. But a motorcycle big like that, you're gonna be very, very. I don't think you can even make it home. Anyway, how we did it? Three people. Um, we basically moved the motorcycle, push it. Three of us like push it back here, next to our house, and I really didn't want to like turn. You know, first of all, the bike cannot. It's not running, so it's harder to turn when it's not running. If it's running, then yeah, it's easy for me to turn and do all that thing. But it's not running, so it's even harder for me to like push it, make a U-turn through the grass here. So I'm not trying to do all that moving through the grass, turning and all that reversing. So what I did was we reversed it. Okay, we reversed the bike like to about near my house, like right there, and then two people on the back of the tire, like my brother and my dad, in the back, lift it up, lift the back up, and then they move it over little by little. They move it over around like this, and then the heads, the front of the motorcycle will be like facing that way, and then the back will face this way. Okay, my rear of the bike will face this way. So they basically do a clockwise, a counterclockwise turn around, just like that. And when my bike gets to here, sorry, I mean, I couldn't really, I forgot about making the video while we're doing that because it was just too happened too quick, and it's just gonna take some time. So I'm just gonna show you guys what happened. All this thing right here wasn't here, okay? We're cleaning up the house because they're thinking about selling the house soon. So he just basically had this setup right here so he can climb up and clean the roof and all that. So these wasn't here when we moved the bike, okay? All this open space was open. Nothing is here, so I can move the bike. So now, the bike is moved, so he set it up back again. But basically, the bike was right there, okay? The bike was sitting right there. We reversed it, we moved it back, and it sit right there. And then all we did was my brother and my dad lift the back up and just move it over back this way. So the head will be that way, the front of the bike will be that way, and the rear will be on this way, okay? Facing this way. So now we can push it. Now we can basically just push it up into this little hill right here, and just basically going like 3 miles per hour and push it up, like up to here. I was gonna push it really slow here, but there's a slope, so I kind of tell them to push it faster. And I am the guy who, controlling the steering, so I control it right on, and it was just, it rides right back onto this piece of cardboard. This is a wood board, and we have to make some adjustable and all that to get the bike sitting on here correctly where I want it to be. And so at this point there won't be any lifting, but there's some pushing up into this little hill right here. It's not that high of a hill, it's just got a little slope like that, maybe like a feet slope, a feet high, somewhere around there. But yeah, I finally got it up here, guys. And now look over there, it's open space over there now. And so basically you guys already know how we did it. We lift it up and turn it and then push it up onto the new parking area here. And what I have here was, remember this table was over there? We didn't want anything around the house, so we moved the table too. So I found out I moved the table right here in case the bike will fall down, because look at this, guys, the slope, like it's going up. So like it's kind of like upward this way and downward this way. But I kind of make my well, I forgot the video tell you guys how I did this, like how I put the board down. But basically I have like a couple of 2x2 woods this way for the back tire, and another 2x2 piece of wood. You want to find you a good wood, okay? Don't find you no rusty wood, okay? No, another 2x2 this way for the front tire. And I got like 3 long wood, 3 spots like that. So one is right here, see that? One piece of wood right there for the right side, and another one in the middle. And then of course the left side, I have another piece, big piece of 2x4 woods right there underneath this this board here, okay? They're all wood, okay? And the reason I have the table here is from it not falling over, okay? Because it's kind of like a slope here, so it's going high up this way, which means, if the motorcycle is staying up straight, it have more chance to fall on this way. So that's why I have the table. You want to have something on this side of the bike so you won't fall over to hit someone if someone accidentally walk by here. So I got the table right here. And also I had to do some digging because my foot, the foot on the bike, the foot stand on the bike, if I put it on the wood side, then over the time it might, drop down, because the wood, it'll eat through the woods when the raining and all that. So I want to be on the safety, secure side. Is I'm gonna I dig, I dig the ground a little bit downward, so I can put this bricks down here, so I can have the kickstand laying on this brick here. So I do have to do some digging too, like just about an inch deep, all around the bricks. Because if I don't do it, then it's hard to have the brick with the kickstand down like that because the ground was high, you know, so it's impossible to have my kickstand with the rock with the bricks on like that. So that's why I have to do some digging. Okay. Another thing is I want to be secure on the secured side is I use this rope right here. This is a special rope. Okay, guys, it's not a normal rope where you get from Harbor Freight 2. I mean, you could probably find this kind of rope from Harbor Freight 2, but this is the rope. This is the actual rope for airborne purpose, like people who on the airborne and Air Force, they use this kind of rope. It's a material that very hard and thick than the regular rope that you buy from Harbor Freight 2 or Lowe's. Okay, those cheap stuff are like mixed chemical stuff, so over time they will be worn out, but these kind of rope, they will not worn out. Okay, they're really tight. I mean, they're really hard. So I mean, I found it somewhere on the street or somewhere a long time ago, and they cut it. I think it's at the. I found this at well, I'm pretty sure you can buy this at Lowe's too, but it's just expensive too. And well, I found this at one of the wood company when they cut out the woods. I found it on the ground, and I tie it back up, to make it longer. We use this to tie our apple tree over there because it was bending. So we use this type of rope to tie the apple tree, and now I'm using this because my apple tree is already straight. I'm using this rope now to tie my bike, secure my bike. So basically I tie it right next to this tree right here, this pine tree. And what is special about this tree is this tree has this little slope like another little trees that growing out. So basically I just tie it over that little tree right there, and tie it really snug tight, and then grab it over and tie it to my bike onto the body chaser. You see that? Onto the body chases, and it's just tight right now. So now if I move my bike leaning that way, it will not fall because of my rope here is holding it, and I got the kickstand and it's leaning this way, so there's no way it can fall to the right. If it's really windy, it's just gonna be hard to fall to the right now. And my bike is not like it's not like it's not like down to the kickstand, but it's like kind of straight. But I already got it like kind of down to the left side as much as possible. So it's not really straight up, but it's almost straight. But if it is straight, like if the wind blow it this way, I got the rope holding it, and it's just gonna be impossible for the wind to blow it that way. So I'm not really worried about that. And I got the kickstand, and I kind of uh, lean my bike over to the kickstand as much as I can. And also I secured the tire with these type of bricks, construction bricks. And basically I just have a small piece of brick like that. I don't need anything major. You see that? Yeah. And I got these bricks next door my neighbor. My neighbor, they built this mailbox with these kind of bricks, and they torn it down. And so they have plenty of this brick. I just grabbed some of it home, and I'm gonna use some of these bricks for other purposes too. And you never know what you can use this thing for. Okay. So meanwhile, well, I got a bunch of bricks too, you can see. So I'm gonna clean up all the bricks, have it somewhere, put the bricks somewhere. But this is it, guy. Now I just gotta clean the cover and cover my bike up before tomorrow. It will rain. The weather will be raining tomorrow. It will be raining like the whole week too. So I gotta have it covered like right after this. So basically, I'm pretty much done. That's why I make this video here, so you guys can see how I did it, how I moved my motorcycle, and how I tie it up, where I move it to. It's basically move it to a great area. I got it set up before I move it over. It's just basically underneath two of these lovely pine tree. It's like a different kind of pine tree. It's the kind of pine tree that I guess it's like a Christmas pine tree. Yeah. But it's huge now. It's tall now. It's like 50 feet tall. I mean, at one point there's a big snowstorm came, and one of the pine trees bent over too. But it's big now, so it's really mature. So I don't think there's any storm gonna hit it anytime soon. But look at it, it's a lovely place. Um, and on the daytime and the afternoon time, the sun will not hit it because look at this guy. This is blocking the sun. This pine tree branch is blocking the sun where my bike's gonna be. But at this, but around 5 o'clock, when the sun gets around right here, it will shine my bike. But that sun is not gonna be hot enough. And if it's really sunny and at that time I have to work on my bike, I'm just gonna have one of the blue tent, the blue canopy, the one of the blue cover, and I set it up right here, 2 pole right here, and basically it's just gonna cover the sun while I'm working. So that's how I'm gonna set up my to cover my bike whenever afternoon time, because afternoon time is really sunny over here. So that's my plan, guys. And I'll make a video when I get that to set up, like two of the pole here with the cover, tent kind of be cover. It's like a little shade right there, and so I can work on the bike without having to hit hot sun. And so that's basically it, guys. It's a lovely setup right there. I can't wait to work on my bike. It's been years, guys. I mean, I still got parts laying around that actually need to repaint and all that. See, I got one of the parts out there. That's the front wheel cover. uh, and basically, that's it, guys. I just finished cleaning it and air blow it. Now I'm just gonna have to clean it even better, even more deeper, like around the tires and all that stuff. And of course, get straight right into my engine as soon as possible so I can get it running. I got the motorcycle battery already recharged. If you check out my other videos, how I recharge my motorcycle battery, there are varieties of ways to do it and how to maintain it. And I'm gonna have to make another videos how to show you guys to use a different kind of battery charger and maintainer that I got from flea market. It's really cheap. Yeah, it's new, but it's cheap. It's like three. I paid like 350 for it. You might want to check that out later on. Okay. All right, guys. I'm Young Leo. Thanks for watching my video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Go ahead and hit that likes, subscribe to my video, and put some appropriate comments and share my video if you guys can. I mean, it's a cool bike that I'm working on right now, and thanks for watching. Thanks a lot. And I'll see you guys on my next video. All right. You gotta take care. Be safe out there. And peace. See you guys in the next one. Young Leo is signing out for now. Bye, guys. Have a great one.